Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Andy here, and today we're actually going to be doing a bit of a POV video. It's something new I want to try out, so we're gonna give it a shot. So yeah, right now we're just gonna take a stroll and be on the freeway for a bit. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about a few things along the way, and let's get straight into it, guys. It's not a lot. Let's get right into it. Alright, it might be a little bit hard to drive like this, I'm not gonna lie to you, because this is definitely not something I'm used to. So yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. If you guys like these POV videos, let me know, and I'll definitely make more of these. Hold on. Freak it. I gotta back up right here. Alright. Let's get into it. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird driving like this, because like I basically got the camera on my head. It's alright though. But yeah, bro's coming in fast as light. Oh my miss. Okay. Anyway, if you've seen my other video, then you would know a little bit about my car, more specifically the review I made. So oh lord. Okay. Guess that happened. Okay. Anyway, guys, for real, you know, like right here you're gonna be able to see a little bit of what I tell you guys in terms of how smooth the car is, how good it drives, all that stuff. I'll try to have the audio in there, but it might be a little difficult to hear the engine. But yeah, it cruises amazing. Like I tell you guys, it's as smooth as butter. All right. Very smooth. But yeah, it's an amazing car, man. I freaking love this car. Right now we're just gonna go for a little bit of a drive. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the detailing video, which was my last video. Took a little bit of time to come out, but it was nice. I don't know if y'all can hear the engine right now. But yeah, like I said, this car hauls, man. It's an amazing car. Like I said it in the video, it's a very nice car to drive. Like I said, this car can freaking haul, man. It can haul. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk a little bit on today, just while we have a little drive over here, is burning out, which is something that I mean, really it happens to all of us, but it's something that kind of sneaks up on you, you know, like you don't really realize it, I feel like, until it already kind of hits you. I mean, sometimes you can recognize, like, oh, you know, if I work this hard, you know, maybe I'll get burnt out or something, but you don't actually know, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it sneaks up on you. But burnout, it's kind of complicated, because especially a lot of the time you want to do something, like you have a plan or some sort of goal, but the burnout it makes you lazy, I guess, in a way. Not really, because you want to be productive, right? But you just don't have that inspiration, that spark, you know. And I'm speaking about it today, actually, because, you know, it's something that I felt a lot of times, but it's something that I've actually felt recently. Because I've had a job where I had to work very hard, and, you know, I had to work very constant late night shifts, you know, just a lot of standing up and all that kind of stuff. And eventually that stuff, if you continuously do it, it kind of burns you out, especially since, you know, I try to juggle a lot of things at the same time, like, you know, the job, school stuff, you know, college work, you know, YouTube videos and other stuff I'm doing on the side. It's a bit tough sometimes, you know. That's how you get burnt out. Oh, damn. That's how you get burnt out. But it may seem, even though it may seem impossible, getting out of that burnout really isn't as bad as you think. Like, it's not impossible, you know. It really just comes down to you and what drives you specifically to do what you do. Because in a way, you have to find that inspiration again. To get out of that burnout. Which, for me, I would want to do something, right? But I wouldn't actually work on it at all. Or if I did try to work on it, like I, you know, set some time aside, I'm like, okay, I'm focusing, I'm gonna work on it. I wouldn't work on it. Or nothing would come to me, you know, like, especially like when you're studying or, you know, trying to think of ideas, especially for like YouTube videos and stuff like that. It's definitely pretty hard. Nothing comes to your head, you know, like you can't really think of anything. So it's a bit of a toughie. What the heck? Why is there so much traffic right here? That's weird. I'd say, like I said, the main way out of getting burnt out is finding that spark of inspiration again. And, you know, letting it fuel you just like how it did originally. Which, for me, that spark was remembering how I started all this in the first place and why I started it, you know? Because obviously, for anything you do, right, there's always a reason behind it. Whether you know it or not, there's always a reason. Even if it's something stupid. I mean, you gotta be doing it for a reason, right? So it's just getting to know yourself and who you are and trying to see that reason for what it really is. Like, okay, why did I actually start doing this? You know? Like, what was my actual motivations. And when I had that moment, or really, it's different for each person, right? But when I had that moment, it helped me get myself out of that rut. And I think it can help you guys too. A lot of the times, getting burnt out it's usually because you're working yourself too hard, which obvious, right? But it depends also how you work, because there's people that do crazy hour work days but still manage to keep themselves cool. And it really just comes down to how you organize yourself and your emotions as well as your time. I feel like those are the main factors, because for me, I know what set me off was getting a new job, and that job being very hard. So I already had quite a bit on my plate. So when I added that, it kind of offset the balance that I had, if you know what I mean. Which at first I was okay, I was working hard, everything was going good, but like little by little, I could kind of feel myself slipping, and I could tell that like I was getting burnt out. I was tired all the time. Like I wanted to sleep all the time. Like I just didn't have as much energy as I used to, which it shouldn't really even be a surprise, honestly, right? But sometimes you think you can handle something and you realize, well, okay, maybe I can't. But I feel like the key, especially when it comes to stuff like that, is just adaptability. I was trying to say the word. It's just adapting. With adapting, you have to. So for example, like in my example, when I got a new job and I added something new on my plate, that means I need to adapt the rest of my choices, or I guess my lifestyle, I don't know how you would say it, around that. So I got a new job. Okay, well, that means we got to switch up how we start organizing our time. We need to be more efficient with certain things. Because if I, have the same old routine and still try to do that job, that's the end result. That's the product. That's what happens. It's for that reason. Oh crap. What the heck? It's for that reason, to adapt yourself and adapt your schedule around the choices that you make, especially big ones, because think about it like this. Imagine, let's say, I don't know, you were living in an apartment for like 5 years, right? And you got used to living there, and the ways you live there and all that, like what time the trash guy comes comes to pick up the trash, where your clothes is at, all that, whatever, right? But let's say you move into a house. Well, what do you have to do? You have to adapt yourself to that new environment, right? I mean, you're not gonna do the same stuff you did in your apartment, in your house, because it's a completely different place. Like, I know it sounds obvious, but it's something important that we don't think about sometimes. And I know, because that I was like that. I mean, this is my example from work, and it's what I'm saying. I went over there to work without changing anything else. And that's why I started to get more tired, get more drowsy. And especially at the kind of job that it was, I didn't get a lot of breaks. you guys may have guessed, but it's a server job basically. So in that kind of job, you work hard, you know, you do make good money off of tips, but you work very hard. You don't really have breaks. I mean, I don't get a lunch or anything. So I get home super late, and a lot of the times I don't even eat or do anything because I'm too tired to even eat at that point, you know. I have to eat before I get to work, and then in between that whole shift, I can't really eat. You know, I mean, I guess I can do it secretly. But depending at your place, obviously it might be different. But at my job, they don't really allow us to eat unless the restaurant is like closing, which at that point, even then, they want you to, like, you know, do all your closing stuff. So yeah, no real time to eat. So yeah, it sucks. But I say all this to say that adaptability, like I mentioned, is very important. Whenever you tackle on something new, it's amazing. It's like, oh yeah, like, yes, you know, like in the moment, you know, it's like, yeah, like, you know, it's like, you know, you graduate from high school, right? You're like, yippee, you know, like all these emotions swirling around you, like you're happy. But then, like, maybe by the end of summer, or maybe even a few weeks later, you realize, like, oh crap, like, I graduated. And that's when you kind of realize, like, that you're stepping into the real adult world now. There's no predetermined path for you. Like, you have to pick your own path. You have to adapt. So, like, if you're going to college, for example, you have to adapt to the college environment. You have to adapt, you know, to the way that they do things over there and their environment, all that stuff. Same thing if you, like, you know, you get a new job or something. You have to adapt to that as well. And you have new obstacles you need to face. So I feel like that's the key to avoid burning out. That's why I'm saying all this. That, for me, is the key to not burn out. As long as you keep yourself in check and you make a schedule around what you're doing, then I feel like you're not going to burn out. Although, I'm not gonna lie, there's some cases where you may not even be able to avoid it, if I'm being honest with you. you just might not be able to avoid it. Because sometimes, like, it's so much work and so much stuff that you have to do that, like, it's just, you don't have a real way of planning for that, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, okay, I'm gonna do this, but, like, I don't really know how I'm gonna make time for myself and time to do all my other things. But I feel like most of the time, at least, it is possible. So there you go. Those are my little 2 cents on burning out. A little lesson on that. It's just something that came to mind to me, especially since it happened to me recently. It really made me think about it and ponder about that possibility. Oh shit. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. I'm not even supposed to be here, bro. Yo. I don't usually drive in this area, I'm not gonna lie, so I didn't know that was the opposite lane. Well, hey, you learn something new every day, alright? Anyway, like I was saying though, yeah, it's just what it is, you know? Going back to the other topic though, this car is freaking amazing. Like, I know I talked about it earlier in the video, but this car, like it drives so smooth, man. Like when I had this car in the shop for a bit, and I had to drive what was it? It was I'm trying to remember. It was a Honda. Oh, it was a Honda Accord. It was a 2008 or 2000. No, it was 2008, I believe. Yeah, like a 2008 Honda Accord. But honestly, the car it still handled well, right? Like, it was good for what it was, you know. I was surprised because, like, it still handled pretty well for a super old car with a lot of miles on it. So I was like, oh, okay, neat. Once I came back to this car, oh my gosh, bro. The difference was insane. Like, it really made me appreciate my car a lot more because, wow, man. Like, compared to that car, like, I remember when I first got back in this car, I literally felt like I was driving a cloud. I was like, holy shit, like, this is crazy. Then the brakes too, the brakes were very smooth, like, because in the other one, it kind of felt like I had to press the brake a little bit down and then get it to like a biting point before it actually started braking, and this one, it doesn't feel like that. I put my foot down, and it like immediately kind of like I can feel it, even if it's like just slightly, like I can feel it slowly, you know, getting the grip on it. Whereas the other one, it's like not getting a grip on it at all, and then automatically you get some grip. Like, it feels weird. Also, the brakes are better on this car. As well as the handling, which, I mean, that's kind of obvious. What the heck? The handling is way better. I mean, like, at like 100 miles per hour, for example, just for example, hypothetically, this car would handle a lot better than that car. All hypothetical, of course. It handles a lot better, you know. Like, no crazy shaking or anything like that. Like, it's amazing. But yeah, I mean, I honestly recommend, if you're really into it, I say get that German car, man. For real. Get it. Just try to make sure that it's been decently taken care of to a certain degree before you buy the actual car, because these cars can have issues and probably will have them, if I'm being honest. Especially if it's a car that's over 100,000 miles, then yeah, it's almost guaranteed to have an issue at some point. I can't even lie about that. But I say the best way is to make sure when whatever car you're buying, make sure that it doesn't have major issues that will impede it, like, or basically waste your money later on. Because this car, I freaking love this car, man. I love it. But it had some, I mean, it wasn't major issues, but it was pretty close to major issues. Like, very close, like dancing on it, basically. And I had to spend like $2,000 to fix it, which isn't that cheap, especially when that's like, I think, like 10 to 20% of like what I paid for the car, that money. So that's kind of crazy. But hey, man, it is what it is. But yeah, if you love German cars, then I say go for it, man. Because I know a lot of people say stuff about, you know, the reliability and other issues, which are true to a certain extent, but I don't think everything they say is true, if I'm being honest. Because if you take care of the car and you get it from someone that did also kind of took care of it, then you're not gonna really have that many issues, you know. Now if you're doing pulls and like spirited driving and shit like that all the time, then yeah, you're gonna probably run into some issues at some point if you don't maintain it. Because let's be honest, if you're getting a German car like this, an Audi, you most likely want to do pulls and, you know, all that stuff, which I don't blame you for that. I mean, I do it too. But you just need to recognize that's gonna cost you more in the future, most likely. If you're okay with that, you know, then go after it, you know. But if not, then, you know, you might want to look at other options, because these cars, even though they're amazing, they are very delicate. I will say that. They are very delicate. You mess one thing up, you might mess up like 5 to 10 different things, you know what I mean? So just be careful with these things. But yeah, I mean, I freaking love Audis, man. Hopefully, in the future, I want to get another one, you know what I mean? This one is a A6 2016 with a 2.0T engine. And the one I want to get in the future, hopefully, is a S5 3.0T, most likely. Because ultimately, I want like a RS7 or maybe like RS5, preferably 7. But those are super expensive, bro. Super expensive. So I think more in the recent future, I'm probably gonna get an S5 first. Then after the S5, then I might rank up to the RS7, so that I can like give myself a little bit of leeway. Cause the jump from an A6 to a RS7 is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty crazy. It's a pretty big jump. Oh look, Q3. But yeah, like the price difference is insane. So that's why I'm thinking of getting like an S5. I'll have my fun with that car for a while, and then after that, I'll get myself a RS7 even more in the future. And hopefully one day as well, I want to get myself an R8, bro. Heck yeah. I freaking love the R8. It's a dream car for me. As well as the RS7. Both are dream cars. Just that obviously the R8 is a bit more of a far out dream than the RS7. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching the video. Just let me know if you guys like this style of POV content, and I'll make some more. I have some more future plans, as well as other topics that I want to cover, so just let me know as well if there's any topics you want me to cover. But feel free to subscribe and leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it, as well as joining our server down in the description. And yeah, thank you guys for watching again, and peace out. Stay vaporous, guys.